St. George's Cathedral in the Yuriev Monastery. Exterior. History of the cathedral. St. George's Cathedral was laid down in the princely Yuriev, also known as St. George's Monastery, in 1119 by Mstislav Vladimirovi the Great. It was built on the bank of the Volkhov River, opposite a fortified settlement and the Annunciation Church, the oldest residence of the Novgorod princes. These dominant structures formed a grand entrance to the city from Lake Ilmen. The architect, Peter, is supposed to have been the head of the team invited from Kiev to construct several churches in Novgorod. The cathedral was consecrated in 1130 under the rule of Velikiy, the son of Mstislav. It is dedicated to St. George, a patron saint of Prince Jaroslav the Wise, the founder of the monastery. It took many years to construct the temple and create a fresco ensemble that is no less grand than the architecture. A western porch and vestry were attached to the cathedral in the beginning of the 18th century, and the walls were strengthened with stone buttresses, which made them thicker. In 1825 through 1827, Archimandrite Photius renovated the monastery. The donator was his spiritual daughter, Countess Anna Alexeyevna Orlov-Chesmenskaya. A great number of new stone buildings, including a multi-tiered bell tower, changed the overall picture. The cathedral ceased to be the sole dominant structure. The buttresses were also renovated. They changed the original shapes of the temple, but made it possible to strengthen the walls and save them from further destruction. Systematic research of this outstanding monument of medieval architecture began in the 1930s. Later annexes were dismantled, and their foundations and walls were strengthened. Decorations of the facade was partially restored. Several ancient tombs were discovered under the floor of the cathedral. As is known from the archive documents, there are the tombs of Fyodor and Princess Theodosia, the elder brother and the mother of Prince Alexander Nevsky, of Michael, Shemyaka, the rebellious prince, and of 3 elected heads of Novgorod, Miroshka Nidenich, Dmitry Miroshkin, and Simeon Borisovich. The marble slabs, built into the windows of the western wall, informs us that the burial places of the first abbots of the monastery are here. From 1941 to 1944, St. George's Cathedral was on the front line. Its dome was used as an observation point, so the dome frescoes suffered from soot and mechanical damage. Restoration of the cathedral was continued in the 1970s through the 1990s. Although it can be restored to its original condition with stunning exactness, this has not yet been done. In 1991, St. George's Monastery, including St. George's Cathedral, was handed over to the Russian Orthodox Church. Architecture of the cathedral. St. George's Cathedral was the most advanced embodiment of the concept of a princely temple in Novgorod from the beginning of the 12th century. It combines the features of the Byzantine Kievian tradition and of the Cathedral of St. Sophia in Novgorod. St. George's Cathedral is a cross-domed, 4-pillar temple with 3 apses and a more detailed western part, consisting of a narthex and a staircase tower that is square in plan. The cathedral is crowned with an asymmetrical composition of 3 domes sitting on cylindrical drums with windows. With a length of about 27 meters, a width of over 18, and a height of 32 meters in size, it is second only to St. Sophia Cathedral among Novgorod temples. The temple is built with alternating courses of roughly hewn, local limestone slabs and wide flat bricks. The solution used was the lime mortar mixed with finely ground red brick, providing a warm pinkish color. The masonry was not always neat. Here and there, the cavities in the stone masonry were filled with flat bricks. In other places, there were bricks laid on the edge. A thin layer of coating partially hid these defects, but it could not be concealed by the man-made characteristics of bricklaying. 3 domes. The number of domes of the cathedral and their arrangement are explained by purely functional needs. The central dome crowns the main body of the temple. The drum window of the southwestern dome provides daylight to the choir loft, where there could be one of the 2 side chapels mentioned by Paul of Aleppo, archdeacon and the son of Macarius, patriarch of Antioch. The dome of the stair tower indicates there is a prayer room within. The 3 domes turn the building into a multifunctional complex. Its visual unity is provided by the hugeness of the main body and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?